I'm sleeping on the carpet, dreaming about being free, running at the dog park where every pet is king. I've got the dog park blues. Hey pup, don't want those dog park blues, but I've got those blues, so I'm gonna run away.
Act 1. The Friends. One Saturday morning, Mommy, Baxter, and Nicky were lying quietly in bed waiting for the alarm. Suddenly, it rang. Bring, bring.
Ugh, I hate that noise,
said Nicky. Nicky hid under the bed. Baxter ran from the bedroom to his toy box. "This'll get Mommy up," he thought as he squeaked his toy in her face. "All right, Baxter," said Mommy. "You win. I'm up." Baxter is a cockapoo, half Cocker Spaniel and half poodle. His tail wags in circles so fast that it looks like his rear end will float off the floor. Nicky came to live with Baxter and Mommy when he was 4 months old. Nicky said that before then he lived on the streets, but nobody's sure if that's true. Mommy discovered that Nicky was found in front of Nordstrom's, or was it Tiffany's? Knowing Nicky, he was probably checking out the jewelry. Nicky likes jewelry. When Mommy has house guests, she has to warn them to put their jewelry away, so Nicky won't take it. After morning treats, Baxter and Mommy played ball and tossed his stuffed toys. Nicky hid behind the door and waited to jump on Baxter. Here he goes. Surprised, Baxter turned around and jumped on Nicky. Baxter pretended to bite Nicky's leg. "So you want to play rough, do you?" asked Baxter. They continued to play until Nicky cried, "Ugh!" and ran away. "Come back here, you coward! You started it!" yelled Baxter. From the other room, Nicky yelled back,
"I'm not a coward. I'm just planning my next move."
Mommy called to Baxter. It was time to go to the dog park to see their friends. Baxter loves to go anywhere with his mommy. He particularly likes to go to the dog park. The car pulled into the parking lot. Baxter let out intermittent woofs full of excitement. He pulled Mommy to the park gate, impatient to see his dog friends. There is Yvette, a small black and white Shih Tzu. She loves Baxter. Of course, Baxter doesn't know it. Eartha is an American Eskimo. She's a real lady. Pink is her favorite color. She won't be caught wearing anything else. Tessie is a Dachshund mix. She wonders what it would be like to be taller. Buffy, a poodle, is the puppy of the group. She tries hard to be a grown-up dog like the others. Hansel and his sister Greta are purebred Dachshunds. Hansel is a trained therapy dog and sometimes comes to the park in his uniform to show off. Jock is a Cocker Spaniel. He has food allergies. He's allergic to chicken, of all things. Doc is a small brown dog, a mix of many breeds. When he walks, his front legs bow a bit. Sometimes he wears a gym t-shirt to make him look tough, but he's really very nice. All of Baxter's friends were on the other side of the gate, waiting for Baxter. They all barked, glad to see their pal come to the park to play. Baxter took off, and his friends ran after him. The dogs finally tired, and some of them joined their humans at the picnic table. The dogs like to listen to their humans talk, even though most of them can understand only a few words. Baxter and Eartha, however, can understand everything their humans say. Sometimes, if the conversation is about dogs, they translate for their friends. One of the humans said, "Did you guys hear that the city is considering closing the dog park and making a parking garage?" Most of the dogs heard something that sounded more like this. "Dadyad Gops heard that tow Kati to tank Ioto, a parking garage?" Another human said, "No way." The dogs heard, "No way." Someone else said, "They can't do that. Where will we take our dogs to play?" The dogs heard, "Toi koit oo that. War wally oi oor dogs oo roin oni pui." Baxter and Eartha listened closely. As the humans talked, their words formed pictures in the dogs' minds. Some dogs are able to understand their humans by seeing pictures of what they say or think. Baxter and Eartha are able to do this. Surprised, Baxter looked at his human. He stood in front of her to make sure he heard correctly and that the pictures he received were accurate. The message is clear. He ran and called his friends.
"What's wrong, Baxter?"
asked Jock.
"Yeah, I was just beginning to fall asleep. What's the poop?"
asked Hansel. "You won't believe it," said Baxter. "I heard the humans say that the city wants to close our park and make it into something called a parking garage. Isn't that right, Eartha?" "Yes, that's what I heard too," said Eartha. "What's a parking garage?" asked Tessie. "I don't know and I don't care. If it means we won't have a park, what difference does it make?" said Baxter. "I know what a parking garage is," said Yvette. "My mom took me to one once. It's a big concrete building with lots of flat levels like shelves. Humans put their cars into little spaces, and they leave them."
"How odd," Jock commented. "I don't like this one bit."
"Neither do I," said Baxter. Hansel and Jock got tired of the talking and bumped each other to try to get a chase going. Then they all noticed barking on the other side of the fence, the side of the park where the big dogs are.
"Hey, you!"
Baxter and his friends turned to see who was calling them.
"Hey, you little dog things! What are you doing all huddled together? Come here closer so I can hear what you're yakking about," said Dinko, a Rottweiler mix. "You don't smell," Dinko taunted. The little dogs couldn't believe their ears. Everyone knows that dogs love smells, all kinds of smells, and they love to smell each other. The smellier the better. This is a huge insult. Jock, Hansel, and Doc ran over to the fence, barking ferociously. "I can fight you with one paw behind my back,"
barked Doc. "Wait, stop," yells Baxter. "Never mind him. We have to do something about the parking garage." They came back together. "Any suggestions?" asked Baxter. "What can we do?" asked Eartha.
"Yeah," said Doc. "How can we save it? Our humans control everything we do. We can't drive, we have no fingers, and we have no money."
All the dogs mumbled agreement. Everyone was ready to accept the fate of the dog park. Baxter was sad. Yvette tried to nuzzle him so he would feel better, but Baxter walked away, head down, tail between his legs. He sat down in front of his human to be petted and fussed over. That evening, Baxter and his friends attended agility class. Agility class teaches dogs how to go through different obstacles, such as jumps, tunnels, dog walks, teeter-totters, A-frames, and weave poles. Dogs are timed, and points are added for missed jumps or other mistakes. Baxter is very athletic and quite good at agility. However, he receives many points because he wants to play. He misses jumps or the tunnel to run over and greet a friend, whether human or canine. Everyone took a turn running the course. Even Yvette, as small as she is, jumped the hurdles and ran through the tunnel. She completed the course without missing a beat. All the dogs were exhausted after an hour of non-stop agility. At the end of their lesson, the friends said goodbye and promised to meet the next day to discuss the fate of the dog park.